Considering getting back into Pokemon card collecting or starting fresh as a greenie? Then this is the video for you. In the last 2 years, we've seen the massive resurgence of the popularity of the hobby.
Damn boy, he's sick!
For two reasons. The nostalgia factor in a hobby during COVID shutdown, as people didn't have anything better to do, and its store value as a profitable investment. While new collectors bring fresh faces and good people into the community, there's also a dark side. Scalpers and resellers contribute to the inflation of prices and the unavailability of product. Today, I'm going to tell you the 5 things that I wish I knew when I started collecting just a few years ago. Starting with the most important thing to consider when starting to collect. Do you even like Pokemon? Consider if you want to or are willing to hold cards for years, and consider that they might be difficult to liquidate. Tons of people hop into the hobby to turn a profit without contributing anything to the hobby. Whilst you can make money flipping product, it is frowned upon to enter the hobby without any intention of collecting. Besides, opening packs can often prove unprofitable. Which leads me to my next point. Decide early on what your goal is. Do you want to rip packs? Do you want to collect graded cards? Do you want to get cards graded? Do you want to complete sets? If you want to rip packs, just buy booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, or individual sleeve packs from the store. Don't mess around with mystery boxes as you stand to lose money. And if you're just trying to rip packs, then what's the point of not knowing what you're getting? I'd also advise to avoid buying packs from rip and shippers or streamers because they generally hike up the price to make money off of them. If you want to collect singles, figure out what cards you like. Do you want to collect gradable vintage cards? Do you want to collect the beautiful modern alternate arts? Look for the specific cards you want to buy, because there's almost no point to opening packs trying to get these cards if they're already hard to find. You might even lose money regardless of how expensive they are. Choosing early on what you want to collect can save you a lot of money in the long run. Tip number 3, where to find cards. If you want to buy sealed modern Pokemon, you can check your local Walmart, Target, Walgreens, GameStop, or Toys R Us, but because of scalpers, resellers, and demand issues, they might be out of stock. To help out, I've linked a few shops that ship internationally at fair market value in my description. Use code TradingCardGuy for 5% off. If you want single raw cards or slabbed, which means graded cards, check out eBay auctions ending soonest. You might be able to find some really good deals there. Also, check Facebook card trading groups, as people are generally very generous and want to give back to the community on these groups. But be warned, there are still a lot of scammers in the community, so you really have to be careful. Always buy goods and services on PayPal to cover your bases. You can also find a ton of sealed product on there. There are a ton of collectors selling older cards and vintage boxes on these Pokemon card trading groups. Tip number 4 works in direct conjunction with the last one. Buy sets that have the cards you like in them, and buy cards that you like. Don't fall into the trap of only value investing and buying sets off hype. I can attest to a notable loss when investing on sets and cards at peak popularity. Allow me to elaborate. Picture me, around a year ago, newbie, convinced I will make a profit off Charizards. I buy a base set PSA Unlimited Charizard for $500, displayed as its current value. Here's another parallel that I haven't personally experienced. I've been looking for Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection since it came out this November. The Celebrations Premium Collection box, which retails for roughly $120 US, due to high demand, had a resale price of up to $400 US and up to $800 in raffles. Now that's insane. The rare gold-colored aluminum cards resold for up to $300 each. This is its current resale price. No one knows if the price will inflate back up to that in years, but that would make it a bad investment off emotion alone. The only reason I'd advise to buy it is if you really want the box or the cards inside, in which case, power to you. Tip number 5, keep your cards protected. Sleeve your rare cards and your more valuable cards in penny sleeves or the sleeves that come in elite trainer boxes. Keep them in binders that won't damage your cards, meaning ringless binders are preferable to protect your cards. Ultra Pro has a huge line of ringless binders. The ring binders are the end. Keep your valuable cards in hard plastic top loaders or magnetic cases to keep them extra protected and in best condition for grading. Okay, I know I got to 5, but here's my final bonus tip. It might just be one of the most important. Grading and set completion. You want to optimize your collection for completing sets and sending cards for grading. It is fun to open a ton of random packs from any set, and it definitely builds experience in the hobby. However, it may not add value to your collection. A complete collection is generally seen as a completed master set, meaning you've achieved every version of the card that exists in that set. In one of my last videos, I give my best tips to keeping your sets organized and my advice on completing master sets. It'll help you differentiate cards and maybe give you a little insight on what you want to collect. Lastly, card grading. You want to send your most valuable and rarest cards out to grading so that you can internalize them. It's generally seen as the ultimate goal in collecting. It also gives you a chance in increasing their card value. In my next video, I'll go into detail on what cards to choose to send out to grading. I'll also go over the steps on how to process the cards and how to prepare them for the grading as well. Let me know down in the comments what type of video you guys would like to see and what information would help you guys in your new collecting journey. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.